Welcome to round 12 in the Deakin University Women's Match of the Round Division 3 clash between top of the table Coldstream versus Heathmont, live from Coldstream Reserve in Coldstream, or better known as Arctic Park, as it is fresh down here today. Does Heathmont extend their lead at the top of the table, or does a hungry Coldstream take home ground advantage and get the 4 points to equal Heathmont? Only time will tell. My name is Scott Hardy. I'll be your host today, and join alongside me is my co-commentator in Oscar Ludka. I'll get that right, Oscar, one day. Fantastic Kate Green as well on the boundary, and the ever so talented Megan Green. We hope you enjoy the coverage from today's match of the round. We've plenty to cover and discuss. And Oscar, I welcome you to the coverage.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. Great to be here. It's a bit chilly down here, but it's a great day for footy as always.
Yeah, I just while I was sort of doing that spiel, I was sort of catching my breath how cold it is. And probably hear a bit of chatter through the microphone, more so from our mouths of how fresh it is down here. I was driving along the highway and sort of seeing the temperature sort of drop a little bit quicker than I had hoped. So look, it should be, though, clear skies. That's what we're happy to see. And at the moment, we're standing on the boundary. For those that can't see us, we're standing no cover. We're out in the open, so we're doing it tough. Obviously, getting the 4 votes compared to probably some of the guys later this afternoon in the senior men's match of the round. Yeah. We'll obviously have coverage today and interviews with both head coaches before the game kicks off. But really looking forward to this contest.
Yeah, 100%. It's first and second on the ladder as well, so it's a huge contest, and it's going to be a great game ahead, I think.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be really interesting just to sort of see the dynamics between both sides. It's been obviously well touted that you've got the number one attacking side and the number one defensive side in both these in the competition, and so the hit out will be a great sort of contest to watch, and it should be an interesting sort of game throughout the day and stuff. As we're just getting about to get on the head coach for Coldstream, Matt Coughlin. He'll join us very shortly, just getting the headset sorted, and hasn't even rocked the beanie today. He's just going the cap. But we'll have a chat to Matt. Matt, thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. It's a really big game for you, the club, and the girls, and a big day for Coldstream in general. So thanks for joining us.
No worries. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Oscar, for having us.
It's going to be a really interesting hit out. We're just saying the two top sides. How do you come into this game, and what sort of mindset do the girls bring to it?
Yeah, really excited. So the girls have been really looking forward to the opportunity of testing ourselves against the benchmark of the competition in our division. Obviously we respect Heathmont enormously for what they've been able to achieve over the course of not just this season, but the back end of last season as well. The preliminary final last year was a real ding-dong battle. I think it was 1 point by the end of it, and they got the better of us in the round 5 encounter. So for us today, really, we just want to sort of, I suppose, get a bit of an audit as to where our game's at. In some respects, it's probably going to be a tale of two sides. They're the defensively stronger side in the competition in terms of the numbers, and we've worked pretty hard throughout the off-season and over the course of the early part of this season in terms of improving our attacking prowess as well. So I think it's probably going to come down to that a little bit.
Well, one thing, that attacking prowess, I was looking through the stats. Obviously, for you'll know them, but for those listening, Sophie Stark, 14 goals, Maddie Stark, 26 goals. What a combination. Abby Browen, 25 goals. It's almost like you've unlocked the secret code to video games where you get the star player, and you've got all three of those kicking massive bags. It's a huge asset to your club.
Yeah, you're right. And something that we sort of identified earlier on, throughout the off-season was we really needed to, I suppose, change the way that we played if we were going to be at the upper echelon of sides that we want to be in this division. So, to a certain extent, I suppose, flattery is the ultimate form of a compliment. Murrelbach pretty much set the benchmark for us in the last couple of years. So we sort of looked at them and we're like, okay, well, we really need to change the dynamic of the way that we move the ball and we play. So we knew we needed to inject some greater speed around the ground, and allowing us to have greater speed and aerobic capacity has allowed us to get the ball into our forward line quicker and present those opportunities for those forwards. So in some some respects, it's actually the work that's been done higher up the ground that's allowed, our forwards to go to work. So, and added in as well, like Talisha O'Kane's not playing today, but I think she's kicked 10 or 11 goals for the season as well. So, we don't want to be predictable. We don't want it to be just one person that's scoring goals, because that's too easy to defend against. It really needs to be like a quartet, so to speak.
Just before, quickly, I know it's going to point to you about that, just interesting, that aerobic capacity. I was really interested sort of just to see the hit out you were having pre-game, speakers going. It was quite an intense sort of hit out, but you've obviously got a good run in the tank for the girls.
Yeah, and it's something that, we've put a lot of time and effort into, improving the, not just the strength and conditioning, but the aerobic capacity of the players to be able to run for longer and harder. And that's allowed us, in essence, to, I suppose, become separated from other teams, in the division to a certain extent, is that we dedicate so much time to the fitness component of football. So, that's one aspect of the game that we really do pride ourselves on, is, our ability to run out all 4 quarters of the game.
Obviously, Heathmont's a very good side, first on the ladder. What's been the main message to the girls today?
I suppose matching them early, is really important. So not allowing them to get the jump, in terms of not just physicality, but also in terms of, clearances and stoppages around the ground. So making sure that we break even in that, in that area of the ground. And if we can do that, then we can allow our runners to go to work.
Is any standout players that we might not have seen before that could change the game today?
Well, obviously we've got a couple of high class former team of the year players, in Sophie Stark and Abby Braun as well. So they're two that have been very consistent performers over the course of the year. But, Katie Hamilton is someone who's certainly come along leaps and bounds since joining us from Chirnside Park last season. And she's another who, is in really strong form at the moment, playing across half forward and then rotating into the midfield. And even our wingers to a certain extent, sometimes the wing goes a little bit without praise. But, Holly Duke out on one wing has been someone who's a consistent ball user for us as well. And, we sort of, probably will be running through Bailey Eastham and Kate DeGiro through there as well. And then in the middle of the ground, Ella Herman's been a terrific addition to the side as well. So, yeah, we're really pleased with the output that we've had from those girls.
Well, you're not short on depth, Matt, and I think you've got enough in the tank. So I'm really looking forward to today's contest. I really appreciate your time. I know you're running hard yourself there, so you probably want to break for a bit before the game starts. So thanks again for your time. We really appreciate it.
All good. Thanks, guys.
Cheers all.
That's Matt Coughlin from Coldstream, and we'll pretty much jump from one coach to the next in Adam Sullivan. He'll be joining us and putting on the headset as well. He also is not rocking a beanie. I don't know what's going on down here. And shorts. That's exceptional effort. Have you not come down to Coldstream much, or is it you're happy to have a run around?
No, it's just I like to show the girls that there's no mental weakness here, so I get the shorts on, a bit of Alistair Clarkson going on.
I like it, Adam. Look, how are you finding this contest? It's obviously built up to be a really big contest between both sides, 1 and 2. It's been spoken about that it could be the final sort of contender or a little preview into finals. How's the build-up been?
Yeah, build-up's been good. Bio came at a pretty good time, rested a few sore bodies last week. And then obviously on top of that, our reserves have the bye today, so we've been able to get a few in just to give them a run, and experience the intensity of a game like this, because they'll obviously be heading into finals as well. So big build up.
The last 3 weeks have been really impressive for your team. A huge scoring as well, like just sort of different from probably a few weeks before that. You've had scores of 59, 94, 100, 101. Probably going to need a big score against Coldstream, who aren't afraid to kick a goal or two.
Yeah, no, that's it. So the Mitcham game taught us a few lessons. Obviously, it was a bit of a tighter game. We went in, made some changes. To the girls' credit, they adapted really, really quickly. And then obviously the scoring has just flowed on from there. But I mean, obviously with our defence, we've been able to shut teams out of it throughout the season as well. So that's been big. 9
times you've kept sides to under 2 goals. Has that been the big focus this year from you, from the group, or has it just been that it's just been good footy and you've had a really good defensive line?
Yeah, look, it hasn't been the focus, obviously keeping teams to 2 goals, but you've got to keep teams to a lower score to win the game. Obviously, we had key focuses last year, which we were a bit depleted. in terms of size down the back line. So we brought Caitlin Sharp in on purpose, and that's obviously paid off in the long run. But yeah, no, the girls, to their credit down there, they haven't crumbled. They've stayed composed all season. Teams have had runs and they've just been able to shut them out. So,
what's the feeling from that backline? Because, like I said, going up against Coldstream, we spoke about their scoring prowess, and obviously having goal scorers scoring 25 and 26 in a season. It's pretty impressive. What's the matchup look like for that from your point of view?
Yeah, look, I mean, to the girls' credit, they've matched up really well against Coldstream over the last few years. You know, it's pretty obvious you got to shut down their goal scorers. If goals leak from other players, then credit to them. That's great. But if we can absolutely shut down those Abbies and Maddie Stark, and obviously Sophie when she goes forward, then it does go a long way. So yeah, that's the goal for today.
Obviously, Coldstream's a brilliant team. How did you prepare during the week, and what was sort of the main message during the week to the girls and today?
Look, just about enjoying the week, enjoying the game. I mean, this is why you play footy. Games like this, obviously a bit more pressure with the media team coming down, but yeah, just enjoying the week, creating a good mood early on. Obviously, those sore bodies were rested, so they came out fit and firing, and yeah, that's about it. Just making sure we make the most of it.
How important is the midfield today to try and get the ball down forward? Because you're obviously going to have to try and score a big total against a team like Coldstream.
Yeah, obviously midfield plays a big part in the game. You know, we've spoken to our wingers; they have to get involved as well. But obviously, we can't afford to get too sucked into the footy and create a scrappy play, especially with this breeze out there. You want to take advantage of that when you are going down to the club room end. So. Yeah.
And obviously, Oscar asked a good question sort of before. What players are sort of the standout that may not get the sort of, you know, the 3 votes every week, but are on your list as, yeah, they've got to be playing?
Oh, look, there's been some pretty solid players this year. Amy Morrow's really stepped up in the last few weeks, jumped into the ruck at times throughout the season. You know, obviously the girls down forward have been spreading the load quite even, so they've all been working together really well, not getting in each other's way, and yeah, just giving us the best opportunity forward. Yeah, look, honestly, the whole group's impressed me also. Like it's hard to pinpoint one or two. So,
it's hard to choose the favourites, like choosing the favourite kid. But you've obviously got good scoring options. Hayley Ferris on 15 goals, Amy Morrow 10 goals for last week, Rachel McPherson as well. So you've got a good share of that goal. If it's not going in one side, it's probably going over to the other.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and also our midfielders have the ability to score goals as well. So, yeah, like it's been spoken about quite heavily. Yeah, we do spread the load quite easy, and you know, feel free to shut one down, but I'm sure someone else is going to step up. So.
Well, we thank you so much for your time, Adam. Appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you coming in the shorts as well. Are the shorts going to stay on today, or are you going to pants by half time?
Bit of a superstition. The shorts haven't left my side all season. Same, yeah, right. Same jocks and same socks all season too. So a bit too much information, but just a little superstition on my end. So yeah,
I like it, mate. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. We're both looking forward to these contests. Yeah. I know your girls are too.
No, thanks, Scott. Thanks, Oscar. Good luck with the call.
Thank you. That's Adam Sullivan for Heathmont's head coach. A really nice chat with both individuals there, and thanks for their time. We're sort of pressing, getting close to bounce time. The headset comes on for the first time for Kate Green. We welcome you, Kate, to the broadcast. And yeah, where's your beanie as well?
Hey, I've got very thick hair, and the beanie just slides off. But no, I'm looking forward to this. I do have to say that in women's tipping, I have tipped Heathmont just because they've actually got more options. They use more players for goal opportunities. That said, you've got Coldstream, the best attacking side, going up against Heathmont, the best defensive side in this division. So I've been looking forward to this matchup pretty much all season, particularly considering they're 1-2.
And it was interesting, sort of last time they met, that 7 goals, 5-47 to, I think, Coldstream 3-21, a little bit earlier in the season. Obviously took a little bit for those girls to get up there with their 25 and 26 goals. But yeah, I think it's just that matchup you love to see, and you'd love to see it sort of come finals time as well.
Absolutely. Like, I know that it's Anna Carrig for Heathmont. I think she's Heathmont. She's not listed in the side. I think I had her down as Heathmont. No.
Anna Carrig in leading best players.
She's not listed today. But as Adam alluded to, he does have the advantage of having some really great development players that have come on. He's got 3 under-18s in this side. And they're all had experience both in the development side and playing senior women. So I think that's a great experience for them, and to have it for those 3 to be in a 1 versus 2 clash, it's going to only do Heathmont under-18 girls and their senior women's so much good.
You're right, and that was interesting, sort of having Adam sort of speak about that, saying he's allowed some of the reserve players to sort of step up into this game just to sort of see what the feeling is, and sort of a bigger contest, and obviously get them ready for finals, which they'll probably will play as well. So yeah, it's they've got enough on their list as we're welcoming some of the girls out onto the park now. Coldstream's sort of been out here for a little bit. I've been impressed with Coldstream. They haven't really sort of stopped running, so it'll be interesting to sort of see how they go throughout the game, and whether that tank is as good as Matt was saying.
Well, the difference with most women's sides we've seen this season is the fitness level. All the women's teams have picked up their fitness level. It's not just a half quarter or 3/4 of a game. They're all have aimed over the pre-season for that full game fitness, and you can tell the teams that it's really been advantageous to Heathmont, Coldstream.
Well, we got to see it firsthand last week with Fentry Gully. I was so impressed with just their shortness in list. Had no bench, none. Then lost a player, and they were still able to run the game out fairly well. Obviously, they did it, in the first half. That they probably got it under control. But still, that fitness level from both those sides throughout the day was great, and that's probably been the credit for this division. It's just it's non-stop, and I'm really looking forward to today. I'm hoping it's a sort of big sort of scoring contest on both sides, but I don't know which way it's going to go. I just don't know whether Heathmont's sort of going to lock it down and sort of be happy with that lower score, or how it's going to play out.
Well, at the end of the day, whoever wins, we're 2 more games and we're straight in the finals starting August 9th. So whoever wins today, perhaps a little bit of that psychological edge over their opposition, because these teams are going to meet first round of finals again. So whatever little advantage both teams can gain, could be that linchpin of them getting over the opposition. In the finals run.
I think as well for Coldstream, it's obviously only having that 1 loss against Heathmont earlier this year, and if they were to lose again today to them, there's obviously starting to be a little bit of chipping away as to what are they doing that we aren't and stuff. And obviously Coldstream have been very very good this season, and only had the one sort of slip up. So it's just such an interesting contest. It just builds really nicely leading into the finals.
And the other thing is, I think. I don't know how much of an advantage it is for Heathmont, but Heathmont do have that development side to, have their back, and Adam has been bringing the players up, giving them experience in the senior side. Whereas Coldstream, I'd love for them to get a second side up. So, we're just about to possibly go for the toss, or have done the toss. So I'll leave it to you, gentlemen. I'm off to the boundary. Still not quite recovered, guys. So
still coughing away, Kate. So as long as you got the Vicks vapor drops in your pocket, and you should be all right.
There's some on the bench for you guys.
Yeah, good.
Too.
We'll probably need them.
Have a great call, gentlemen.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks for your time, and as always good with her notes. Plenty to cover throughout today, and no doubt Kate will have come up with her sort of special comments from the boundary, as well as speaking to both coaches or assistant coaches throughout the game. So we're not far off, and obviously spoken to both coaches now. How do you feel like the game's sort of going to play out, Oscar?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, obviously last time these guys met back in round 5, and Heathmont obviously got the chocolates over Coldstream, but I feel like Coldstream will be determined to get the win today, and they've got something to prove before they go into finals, and just maybe give them a bit of a message.
Yeah, they do, and that's it. Which way is the message sort of going to go? And that's we're only a couple of minutes away from finding out how that's going to play out. I'm hoping that this first quarter will probably be a very, very tight contest, nonetheless.
Yeah.
And we'll just have it. We did miss. I think we obviously missed the toss. So I'm not too sure.
I'll find out for you.
That's all right. I'm just trying to pick out some numbers just to sort of see which way we're kicking as players and officials are coming off. We should be underway very, very shortly with Heathmont looking to kick to the right of screen and Coldstream to the left. The umpire holds the ball aloft as siren sounds. We're underway for this Division 3 clash between Heathmont and Coldstream. Goes the way of Heathmont to win it. They've got player out here. Now running player kicks off the ground in Morrow. Trying to push it forward. They can. Coldstream got numbers around it, but a strong tackle by Morrow. And that's Kyler there. Got a couple of Morrows in here, a few Starks as well. So have to differentiate throughout the game. Tap down, just a bit of a tapping ball. Heathmont trying to get it. Morrow gets the free kick again. So being strong. Oh no, the umpire gives it away. So he's dropping the ball. I thought she got clean hands to that and sort of held, but Coldstream get it. So we kick to the left of the screen there. Bounces through hands. Now we've got a spare player out the back here in Hamilton. Can she get it over to the top to Hamilton? No. Good tackle by Heathmont to apply the pressure. Picked up in front by Nolan. Nolan can't get it out and the umpire says, I'll have it.
Boundary.
As we go, boundary side for the first time to Kate Green.
The ground is firm but flexible. And just a little side note, guy, I get a little shed to stand in.
Unbelievable.
Running through the contest there was Brown. There's a whistle from the umpire. Play continues through the middle of the ground. Able to get the handball away. Chasing the ball for Coldstream is Lake. Wrapped up.
Boundary.
Boundary side to Kate Green.
Just to note, we have number 34, Moat, just had spent some little time just on the ground. She's up and going now.
Good to hear. As wrapped up is Brown. So we'll have another ball up back in the middle of the ground here. And tap down. Chasing the ball is Chappell and Morrow. Trying to get a clean possession of it. Able to do so. Wheels around. Ball smothered. Coldstream look to use the outer side and mark taken on the wing. Moving it up the corridor now. Able to mark in a 2-on-1 there is Braun. Looks inside. Finds another mark for Coldstream. Big chance for them to go forward now. Moat looks ahead. Ball intercepted. Couldn't quite take the mark. Chasing it now. Whistle from the umpire.
Yeah, kicking in danger from Nolan.
So it will go the way of Coldstream. Stark heads towards goal and stays away to the left-hand side for the first score of the day.
Stark, number 2 for Coldstream. She's one of the ones you need to watch, and you can never leave her unmarked. She's one of the Coldstream star players.
Thanks, Kate. So Heathmont trying to get it out, but just fumbles hands. Lucky to not give away the free kick there. Just hands it off to a spare player. Now bouncing in front of Brown, but she can't pick it up cleanly. Tackled applied by Coldstream. The umpire says it just outside, or just inside Coldstream's forward 50. It could be 40. We're always not too sure, are we, Oscar, what size the ground is, but it's always a big ground down here, so I'd say it might be the true 50.
It is. It's always a confusing one. I know Mitchum's got the 45, I think it is,
yeah.
so it's always a difficult one.
That's a good measurement, that one. So Heathmont get the free kick in their back line, just trying to find a spare player, but just a little chipping ball in front of Brown, but can't get clean. Now she gets it, picks it up, throws it on the boot. Spare play for Heathmont, good mark. Now takes it on, trying to find the leading target. Just throws a kick on the boot, bouncing ball, bouncing. Which way is it going to go? Falls over the back, picks it up, kicks at goal, and this could be the first goal for Amy Morrow. She kicks it, and Heathmont take the first score there. the first major at least in 1 goal 6. Amy Morrow over the back there. Clean hands and a nice easy goal.
How good was the ball movement there from Heathmont to get that forward? And there you go, that's the first score, and they've got the upper hand now.
Yeah, went through Alana Brown there in that mid sort of role, and she sort of couldn't get it first, then gets clean hands, nice kick, and then it just sort of went further and further as they were going. So Heathmont strike first, and that'll be nice and calming for Heathmont to put the first score on the board. It's coming out of their backline as they did. And Coldstream probably need to shut that down a little bit tighter for the next contest that comes their way.
I've been really impressed so far with both sides. Both are showing very strong attacking and defence.
No, indeed, Kate, as Coldstream gets it through, and I've been loving the run from both sides. Good strong mark there in front by Stark. Hands over to her sister in Maddie Stark. We'll have to get the first names down first and foremost if we're going to hand it to each other. Good bump there for Heathmont through Mullinger. Coldstream player at the bottom, player keeps it playing on. Umpire's happy to have it, and the umpire says, I'll have it.
Ball wrapped up inside 50. Coldstream, can they bounce back? Ball comes down, almost took it out of the ruck. Rolling ball, tackled, couldn't quite get the hands away. Ball locked in, another stoppage inside 50. Kate Green boundary side.
I was just going to say the Stark sisters, for those not aware, are actually twins, and the Morrow girls for Heathmont never play in the same area of the ground.
Well, lucky we can see the twins' numbers today, so we'll know how to differentiate them. As Heathmont look to clear this, but a good tackle laid by Maddie Stark, so a few stoppages early to start off the contest. A big boot into the middle of the ground, comes off hands, rolling around, picked up for Bartlett, trying to move it forward for Coldstream, and a diving mark taken there by Braun. Chance for Coldstream to go inside again. Ball bouncing. Everyone arrives, trying to get it out of that pack, and Heathmont do so. Ball smothered off the boot as she tried to get it away. And now wrapped up is Braun, so...
You can definitely...
Or Hamilton, rather.
Yeah, you can definitely see why Heathmont are considered the best defensive side in this division.
I was going to say, Kate, that's where this challenge is going to come from Coldstream. How do they get through it? Because this tackling pressure in the back line by Heathmont's been great to watch, and hopefully it continues throughout the day. Also, you know you're in Coldstream when the fire's billowing off to the left, so if you see some smoke on your screen, we're not on fire, just a man lighting a fire to get people warm. Would have liked it a little bit closer to the commentary box, but that's okay, we'll work with that. Heathmont kicks it up and over. Now in front there for Stark, in Maddie Stark. Kicks on the boot though was Chappell. Bouncing ball out the back, good pick up there through Heathmont. Strong tackle, slung to the ground. The umpire, which way, play on. I thought I would say that was enough, but a good mark by Heathmont. And they've got the few spares over the top which can play on quickly, but takes time to assess the situation. Just a stabbing kick, but it's going to go straight to Coldstream. Good mark. And that's Maddie Stark again. She's been called plenty so far. Big try to take the mark. Mullinger over the back. I like it. Now into the centre. Now Heathmont are off. Here they go again. Over the back, but it's bouncing ball. That's probably going to win at Coldstream. Just needs a bit of composure there by Lake, which she does. Oh, good tackle. That's dropping the ball. Strong tackle for Heathmont. Now she plays on straight away onto the boot. Scotto. Kate takes it on, kicks it goal. Which way is it going to fall? Scotto bounces off to the left. Can she get composure? Morrow kick a second for the day. Picks it up. Does get composure, and I reckon she has just missed it. Jeez, it was such an unlucky bounce there for Heathmont. And they're coming it quick. Once they get it at that mid mark, they're off and racing.
I say it all the time, that Sharon's got a mind of its own. But, yeah, as you said, great movement through the middle of the ground from Heathmont to get the ball forward. They're moving it really well. That midfield really important and playing a big part for them so far.
The Heathmont running game is very impressive.
Yeah, it's been something to watch, and whether that can stay sort of throughout the game, and whether that fitness level can can remain. We will see. The annoying thing is we don't have a clock down here, Kate. I don't know if we have time down there or how we tell how long is left. Disappointing that they don't have the clock. But anyway, we play on. Good tackle for Coldstream, and the Coldstream will get it there in, I think that was Ella Herman. Good tackle. A kick up a bit, up and under. It's going to fall out the back, but Heathmont has the player just snap around the body. Coldstream, though, got players behind the ball and takes an easy mark.
A little bit of kick to kick.
A little bit of kick to kick. Now they go centre. Could be coming back because it's taken mark there by Ava Sally. Sealy, she takes it fair way out. Just trying to find her options. Good kick there, right to the top. Up and under. Again, falls at hands now. Coldstream under pressure. How do they go in their back line? We've seen Heathmont. They've done very well throughout today. Now Coldstream get it. They're probably a little bit lucky there. I thought it was a little bit short.
Yeah.
But we play on.
That's it. And it is interesting to see how each umpire interprets the game as they go inside, forward 50 now. Maybe a chance for Heathmont. How did Coldstream go? Here's a chance. Run down. Great effort.
Probably saved a goal there.
Probably did. So it'll be Herman to bring it out for Coldstream. Goes short. Couldn't quite take the mark. Wrapped up. Able to get the handball off. And Heathmont. Bit of a handball around. Close to the boundary. Able to keep it in. Running through there was Marshall. Ran down.
Even though Heathmont just got tackled, I'm loving their disposal of the ball. They don't give up.
Great tackle there from Sophie Stark for Coldstream. Looking to head back inside now. Ferris goes towards goal and stays to the right-hand side. So a minor score here, 1-8. Coldstream.
Gentlemen, I think we're going to have
or
to
Heathmont, rather.
I think we're going to have to keep a timer on someone's phone. I'll go and find out from the timekeepers how much time has passed for you.
Thanks, Kate. Yeah, disappointing. I think it should be a stable, just a clock.
Yeah.
So it's just to know. Unfortunately, we just can't tell you sort of how long, but that probably builds to the anticipation, especially if it's a close game
100%.
in the last quarter. But a nice mark there by Bronte Arnott. Probably a little bit too far out. So she'll just kick it, which she does, kicks it, but it goes off a little bit to the side of the boot, off to the left now. Coldstream under pressure. Oh, just couldn't get the tackle there. Heathmont picked up by McPherson, takes it on the boot. The umpire says, I think free kick. I didn't see what that was. What was for? But I think it's going to be a free kick towards Heathmont in Rachel McPherson.
Gentlemen, according to the Coldstream box, we're about 12 minutes into this quarter.
Got that. All right, we'll have to start the clock in the second quarter. So it could be a potential goal here for Rachel McPherson. Not far out. In front as well. See how it comes off the boot. Ooh, slightly up and under, but probably got enough on it, which it does. That's an even better start for Heathmont. Rachel McPherson kicks that. That's the second one for Heathmont. They go to 2-2, 14 to Coldstream, only the one behind. Rachel McPherson, nice kicker. It's sort of held up a little bit in that breeze. So I don't know, boundary side to Kate Green, if you've got the headset. Can you feel which way the wind's sort of going down from that side?
It's northeast, and just with that goal by Rachel McPherson, that makes her her 12th goal for the season.
Well, they've got plenty of options up forward. We spoke about that pre-game, Oscar, that they've got enough sort of scoring options that they can sort of share it around. But we go off to the next contest as the umpire throws it aloft, and there goes Condon. She can't get clean hands through from Stephanie, but umpire says, I'll have it straight away. Just right in front of us. Heathmont again through run, good run and overlap there. Well done through that run, through Mullinger. Takes it on, takes it, bounces. A nice kick. It's going to fall over the back. Which way is it going to bounce, though? It's probably not going to fall in their favour again. So the ball is not liking them down that way. Did not bounce to the left, went to the right, and it'll be a Coldstream kick.
It is not. It is bouncing all sorts of ways down here at Coldstream Reserve.
It's good to know the Sharon doesn't favour anyone.
It certainly doesn't. It's nobody's friend. And mark taken here by Ferris for Heathmont. Coldstream 1 behind to Heathmont 2-14 here in the first term. As the ball comes off hands and rolls out of bounds.
Scott, I'm feeling a little bit of what Ferntree Gully did to Eastern Devils last week with them really dominating that first quarter by their running game.
They have indeed, and that's probably been the big message sort of for them, just to get that score on the board, get that composure, and obviously keep Coldstream scoreless. It's always going to be a good effort in the first quarter, but still a couple of minutes to play out, so still time for Coldstream to respond, and you would like to see a response from them.
Ball comes back up, rolling close to the boundary again, so 3 consecutive stoppages for the ball coming out of bounds, so it is a tight contest.
As we see every week, the team that gets that first major on the board seems to settle in to their game plan much quicker. I hope that for Coldstream's sake that they do get a major so they can settle them into playing more their style of game.
Have settled in nicely so far. 2 goals early on in this contest for Heathmont. Able to get this out now. Trying to get through there. And rolling, socket off the ground. Chasing it now, contest, and a good tackle.
I think the thing to note as well, like if they did get it out, they've only got the 1 player forward, Coldstream, so put all around the ball at the moment just to stop Heathmont sort of getting it out cleanly.
So Heathmont able to get it out of that contest and send the ball forward. Maybe wrapped up without the ball. Umpire doesn't think so. Ball comes towards the wing. Able to get it off.
Yeah.
There to Langry Allen.
If Coldstream are wanting to drop it back, they've got to get their fullback back in the forward pocket because she's right up midfield, almost in the centre square.
So Heathmont with it in the middle of the ground. Able to get it onto the boot Marshall. Into space. McPherson, who just kicked a goal before, sends it inside. How does Coldstream's defence hold up? Tackled now is Gunthar.
And the other interesting thing to note, the spare player that was, or the only player that was back there for Coldstream was Ashanti Bonsu, who normally sort of plays in that back role, if your notes are correct, Kate. So they've obviously trying something a little bit different. Obviously now Abby Browen's sort of joined them down in that forward line, so they've got the 2 girls down there, but it's still in Heathmont's forward pocket.
They tried to send it towards goal there, but it is smothered and ball goes out of bounds here, so the defence holding up for Coldstream. Gets the handball over the top. How do they get it out? It's sent long, trying to clear it. Numbers back for Heathmont. Able to get the ball away. Shot on goal. Comes to the top of the square. Didn't quite have the journey, and Coldstream can now repel to the other side. And now it's turned around again, so bit of back and forth here. Sent wide and rolls towards the boundary line. Does it go out? It's kept in. Able to get the kick away. Chasing it now is Scotto. And now wrapped up in a tackle, so stoppage here.
There has not been one tackle that Heathmont has put on Coldstream where they haven't used 2 players. So Heathmont are really making a statement.
They are, and it's been a great contest so far early on. Free kick there.
For holding.
So free kick to Condon. She sends it forward for Heathmont. Can they get a mark? Ball comes off hands. And good tackle once again. So the pressure is being applied by both sides. You can see that with the stoppages that we're having so far. And wrapped up in a good tackle again.
So it can't be too much left on the clock, on the invisible clock, so we'll try and keep the stopwatch going next quarter so we can help you out and help ourselves out. But it's in for Heathmont's forward pocket, so they could get another goal. Trying to pick up is Amy Morrow. He's already scored the 1 this morning. And Umpire says, I'll have it. Coldstream probably happy just to lock this down and not let Heathmont get that score. Morrow just taps it and does her ruck work, so doing ruck and forward work and tackling pressure. Can she get the free kick? No. Coldstream managed to get it only to the Heathmont player, but now it goes back into hands of Coldstream, trying to fight her way out of it. But it can't get out of there and says, I'll have it, throws the ball towards, that was Gunther getting tackled.
On a side note, the timekeepers are up in that nice little glass box up on the roof.
I wouldn't even call them the timekeepers, seeing there's no clock. I'd call them the scorekeeper.
Hopefully they remember to press the siren once that 20 minutes goes. So.
I think this is a flexible 20 minutes.
Umpire says, it hasn't really moved much further from that little pocket of Heathmont's forward half. Coldstream now trying to clear it out through Maddie Stark. Kicks on the far side, but the breeze holds that up and under. Can McPherson get clean hands to it? Just does not, unfortunately. Coldstream gets a good kick by Stark, who is under pressure. McPherson picks it up again. Can she get onto the right, which she does, snaps around the body. Bouncing ball there, a little bit tricky. And there goes the siren. Coldstream will breathe a sigh of relief there. They were under pressure again, and that's been the story for this first quarter. It's been Heathmont 2-2-14 with Coldstream only the one behind. We said that the Heathmont side was very good defensively, and that's shown that in the first quarter. But no doubt Coldstream will come out and reply in the second quarter. We'll take a short break and join us on the other side.
Just a volume for the monitor? The button's under here. Can I just press it? Yeah, no, that's vision. It's just the volume coming through the monitor, so you can hear us talking through the yeah, but it's all right. You can't hear it.
You have to press the plus button to get the volume up, and then you can press the minus button to turn the volume down. So it's like pressing the volume button will get you navigated to the volume setting, and then you have to turn the minus. So
Thank you. You all right?
No, I was holding on, I was showing it. Thanks for grabbing my hand.
Oh, happy to help. I don't need to lose the camera.
Okay.
Welcome back to Coldstream for the Division 3 women's match of the round between Coldstream and Heathmont. Heathmont have taken a nice handy little lead for that first quarter, 2-2-14 to Coldstream, the one behind. So what the Heathmont Jets would have wanted to see from their side. Coming up to Coldstream, playing at the home deck. It hasn't bothered them at the moment.
Boundary.
The wind has not bothered them as we go boundary side with Kate Green.
Adam, a very positive first quarter. I was told that going into this, you guys were a defensive team, best defensive team, but your attacking that quarter was impressive.
Yeah, like I said pre-game, we sort of adjusted a few things after the Mitcham game, and that's one thing that's really stood out, just our attack on the ball, moving the footy forward, getting those clean passages. Obviously, like we said, we were with the breeze that first quarter, so the girls know now it's just about, defending really well, staying tight on their players, and shutting it down. So you'll probably see a bit more of a defensive quarter from us, but yeah, really impressed with that first quarter.
Thanks very much, Adam, and all the best for the next quarter.
Thank you, Kate. Cheers.
That has been the thing we spoke about pre-game, just their strong scoring the last 3 weeks. It's definitely been a change, having 56, 94 and 101. So I don't know if they'll make the 100 score today, but look, they've started off strong enough. So without doubt, Coldstream would like the fellow score of Heathmont, and hopefully we're just waiting for players to get in place. I think.
Don't forget to start your stopwatch.
Yeah, we've got it. I think everyone's watching it. So ball held aloft. Timekeeper to my right and co-commentator, and we're underway for this second quarter. Heathmont kicking to the left of screen as we go boundary side.
Just here with Matt Coughlin. Matt, a little bit of a frustrating first quarter for you, but very impressed with the defence and your attack.
Yeah, I think, the wind's going to have a bearing on the game today. So, when it's your time to defend, you're just making sure that you're being disciplined, around the stoppages and around the ball. And then when it's our time to attack with the wind, we want to probably try and open the game up and, let our forwards go to work.
Was there any additional message for the girls in your quarter time messages?
Not really. I mean, we spoke about we were really happy with our contest around the ball. Really happy with our ability of our half forwards to support the mid for transition. Probably just need to be a little bit more accountable at stoppages around the contest.
Very much, Matt, and all the best for this quarter.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, he's right. Probably just a little bit more accountable just around those contests, and probably, like we said, they're coming out of their sort of backline. Heathmont sort of had the free run, so something to lock down as the wind really picks up, and you can probably hear that through our sound effects mic. Notes are getting blown every which way. Underway, good strong kick, and that breeze has pushed that ball a real long way for Coldstream. So that's going to be the advantage, I'd say, going towards the right of screen at the moment, and that's where the goals have come from so far. So Coldstream take it on, try to get through hands was Hamilton. Just falls right in front of a player and then stacks on. The umpire says, I'll have it. Coldstream just outside their 50. Can they get that score? Who's got to be their first scorer for the second quarter? And throws on the boot. Nice little kick there. It's gone through feet, fallen out the back, and then kicked off the ground with Stark. Gone the way, though, only towards the Heathmont player, and then it's another stacks on, and the umpire says, I'll have it. Getting closer and closer to Coldstream's goals.
Heathmont probably with the upper hand in that first quarter. Their midfield working really well, and their runners. So ball comes back down. Trying to gather it. Able to do so. And tackle now. Able to get the handball off. Sent forward there. And ball is marked in the pocket there for Coldstream.
Abby Browan that's taken the mark there.
So Browan.
She has 25 goals so far this season.
Chance to score here for Coldstream. Puts it onto the boot. Looks good. How about that? Big goal there for Coldstream. Abby Browan.
And across the wind.
Across the wind. On a bit of an angle. And a great goal, and that's the first for Coldstream. 117 to 2-2-14.
They needed that. They really needed that. What I think is going to happen now with this game is that the scoring end to the right of the screen it's going to play a big factor down to how many majors each team can get in the quarter that end is their scoring end.
And it only took 2 minutes 30 seconds if clocks are right. So it's been a really strong start there for Coldstream. They would have loved the response. Coach there with Matt Coughlin would have loved the response from the girls coming out firing. Now we see how it plays out. Umpire throws it. Just falls straight to feet, and the umpire says, I'll have it, so it hasn't gone any further, so we'll start again. Rucks go at it there. Langway Allen in the ruck for Coldstream. It goes Heathmont's way, kicks on the boot, now trying to attack the ball with Coldstream. It sort of bounces out the back Heathmont's way. Good little kick, it falls in front, though Ferris can't get clean hands, but Coldstream do. Only a little bit up and under, and tackled, applied, just outside Heathmont's forward 50. Jump at it there, Heathmont's way, but it only goes, Coldstream tries to throw it on the boot, can't get clean kicks. Now, good tackle by both sides, and the ball's just bobbling around. Which way is it going to bounce out? No which way, and the umpire says, I'll have it again. Tight footy around the contest, hard to get a clean ball out. Which side can get that advantage will go towards getting closer to getting the 4 points at the end of the day. Heathmont try and pick it up. Stark tackling. She's been called a lot today, so starting with far side of the wing. In front though, Heathmont can't get the mark. Put on pressure there is Browen. Now Coldstream getting it, tapped a ball. Both players go for it, can't pick it up, just stabbed at it off the ground. Now fighting again, just in that phone box, and tackle pressure 3-on-1. They're going to win the contest there.
It is a great contest so far down here. The wind playing a bit of a part. Coldstream able to move it forward off the boot. Ball tapped off hands. Couldn't quite pick it up. Pack forms. Tackled. Able to get the handball away though. Chance for Coldstream to move it forward through Ella Herman. And once again, Heathmont's defence holding up well. Although maybe holding the ball, and it has been called from the umpire. So Coldstream with another shot on goal here.
Number 34, Nicole Moat.
So Nicole Moat sets it up forward. Intercepted. Heathmont can repel. Goes for a run. Takes a bounce. Didn't quite favour it. She's run down, able to get the handball away. Breaking a tackle. Heathmont able to move it forward. Using that outer side. Ball now through the middle of the ground.
That wind having an issue with the ball, because that ball would have carried further if this wind wasn't as strong.
And wrapped up again, so ball up from the umpire, right back in the middle of the ground, able to slam it onto the boot. Out wide, couldn't quite get onto it, Stark. Rolling ball now, picked up for Heathmont, tackled, able to get the ball away. And once again, wrapped up again, so the pressure once again in the second term has been so good. And hard to get the ball out of that contest with the pressure being applied from both sides. They were quite evenly matched. Able to get the handball out. Wheels around there, does Herman. Trying to get it forward. Heathmont tackled. Gets it away there. Did Marshall. And then wrapped up. Once again, another stoppage from the umpire here. 1-1-7 Coldstream to 2-2-14 here. 7 minutes and 34 gone in the second term. Ball rolling here. Able to get out. Tries to get the handball away. Can they use that outer side now? Heathmont. They spoke about wanting to use that outer wing. Ball goes out of play, so last touch rule, I think, so it will go the way of Coldstream. Sent back inside. And a strong mark taken there, 1-on-1. Able to get the upper hand and send it forward for Coldstream once again. Stark fumbles. Ball comes to ground. Heathmont trying to clear it now through the middle of the ground. Trying to gather it was Duke. And now Heathmont able to use it again. Couldn't quite grab the mark, Chappell. And now ball coming the other way, able to get the handball out. Stark there once again. Ball comes to ground in the contest, and it will be stopped and a ball up once again from the umpire.
Boundary.
Yeah, just go boundary side to Kate Green.
I've been very impressed with both teams. Both teams are attacking fantastically, and their both defences are very, very strong. So I really don't know where this game's going to go.
No, it's anyone's guess. Sealy tried to win it at the back for Heathmont. Couldn't get it, but get it's the free kick in Heathmont's favour. So now running players on. Got player over the top in McPherson. If they can find it with the height, they go in that direction. McPherson in front, just can't get hands, just falls over the back. So Coldstream get it now through hands. Got the running player in the overlap, just trying to find the spare. But the only spare in the middle is Heathmont, but it falls in the way in favour of Coldstream. Strong tackle, tries to get rid of it through hands, but throws the ball. And good tackling pressure by Heathmont. They're under fierce pressure there from Coldstream. So Heathmont get it over. Could have been marked there by Stark, but umpire says play on. She got enough of it, just knocked away at the last minute. So goes to centre of the ground. Spare player still in Marshall, who's been there for the last sort of couple of minutes. Now gets hands to McPherson. McPherson throws on the boot. Kicking ball in front for Heathmont. It falls at feet now. McPherson picks it up, throws it on the boot. Big right kick. Which way he's going to go? Falls in front. Nice strong mark there by Farrago. Miranda takes a mark on a slight angle, probably about 30 out.
Farrago's just come up into the senior side this latter half of this season, so from Heathmont's development team. So great for her. Really
nice positioning of the body there to win that mark, and good work through McPherson there. So Farrago, Heathmont's third kick, but holds up a little bit, possibly in the breeze and from the kick, but then in front for Coldstream, a strong marker. Last line of defence, now out to Stark. Stark gets it, holds up, held up by a player, now goes towards the centre, but a little bit of a smother, I think, there. So it sort of falls a little bit shorter than expected. Coldstream trying to get it out over the back there, but Heathmont keeping it in, trapped in. Well done by both players there. Good bump by Heathmont in Scotto. Takes it on, got players running over the top. Can they find clean hands there? They can. They can find it into Condon. Kicks it into the centre. Now McPherson tries to pick it up, which she does, trying to find a player to hand it to, which she does. Quick under pressure there in Ferris. But Coldstream get it. They take a little bit of time to get composure. Been a quick little fast ball moving around through this quarter as we've played 11 minutes 30 in this second quarter, and the umpire says I'll have it.
Possibly an injury there for Coldstream I saw before. If Kate Green can check that out for us on the boundary.
Yeah, number 34, Moat. She's off and in trainer assessment right now.
Hopefully she's all right. As Coldstream look to get this ball moving forward. Heathmont have numbers. I think it was touched off the boot. Rolling ball. Able to collect. Gets a handball away. And ball trapped in.
I'm liking how Heathmont has that loose player, for example, McPherson. Just seems to be able to read the ball.
Ball back underway. And into the contest again. Trying to break away there with the footy was Arnott. But it is wrapped up again. Another stoppage. Coldstream trying to get this ball working forward. Big tackle laid on Arnott again. Able to put on the boot, intercepted. Chance for Heathmont to move it forward. Bouncing ball. Picked up into the contest again. Trying to grab a clean possession of it. Taps it along the ground. Ball locked in there once again. And fantastic pressure from both sides. Once again.
Boundary.
Boundary side with Kate Green.
Number 34, Nicole Moat for Coldstream's just addressing a blood nose.
Good to hear it's nothing too major there. It's been good so far for Coldstream. So they look to use the middle of the ground. Couldn't quite mark it Stark. She's able to now collect, wheels around on that right foot and puts it forward. It's a 2-on-2. A big bump there. Huge bump from Sharp. And now the ball comes over to the outer side. Coldstream able to collect. Breaks away. Sends it inside towards the pocket. Wrapped up in a good tackle. And it will be a ball up from the umpire inside Coldstream's forward 50.
I was just going to say, I like the use of body there by Abby Brown. Tried to force her opponent under the ball, just couldn't get clean hands, unfortunately.
It was an awesome bit of contact, and you love to see it, especially in a game like this with first and second. It's good to see that there's a bit of feeling about it. And there's this ball moving around on that outer side. Able to get the handball away, gets it back to her at a little 1-2. Sends it to the outer side, couldn't quite get a mark there. McPherson comes to ground, wrapped in, able to get the ball out of the contest, goes towards the boundary line and out of play.
Boundary.
Boundary side with Kate Green.
There's two very distinctive styles. Coldstream's are more stop and think and look and find a clear player, where Heathmont, it's complete running game, and they seem to be at this point in time, even though they haven't been able to score this quarter so far, have just run over the top of Coldstream.
Possibly a chance, rolling towards the goals in the pocket. Can she collect? Wheels around, able to get it to the boot. Can they get a mark? Ball came over the top. Breaks through one, goes for goal, crosses the face, rolling towards the boundary. Able to pick it up, locked in a good tackle there from Hamilton. So it will be a ball up.
I think they were lucky there. I thought the Coldstream player thought that was probably going to trickle out that ball, and it sort of stayed in on favour of Heathmont.
They had a good chance as well to work it forward there through the middle of the ground, and it was a one-on-one. But then all the players got back, so it is now, once again, a big contest inside the forward 50. Ball comes out now. It'll be sent back in for Heathmont and goes out of bounds. So it will go the way of Coldstream, who can look and try and clear this one.
Yeah, so now they're under pressure, Coldstream. How do they get out of their back line? Played 16 minutes into this second quarter, roughly. Good, nice kick on to the far side, but straight to Heathmont, unfortunately. Then goes to hands towards it, Arnott. Can't get it cleanly. Tries to throw it on the boot, but can't get that cleanly either. So Coldstream just kick at it, and it goes outside of their 50, but it's going to come back straight back in. Marshall kicks it. Where does it fall? It falls at McPherson's feet. Can't pick it up there. Now tackled, pressure applied by Sally Lake for Coldstream, and the umpire says I'll have it probably about 30 metres out from Coldstream, from Heathmont's goals. So umpire throws it aloft. Just another ball up. Didn't see what was the issue with that. It sort of throws players out of whack a little bit. McPherson wasn't really ready for that ruck contest. So now time to reset. It only went to Coldstream. The umpire says, I'll have it. Both players go at it. Good tap down there by Sealy in the ruck for Heathmont. And again, just falls and hasn't gone much further. That's been probably the tail of the tape today between this mid or this sort of ball up sort of situation. Just can't get it out cleanly either side. And if it does go cleanly, it only goes a few metres and then we're tackled, which we are under. Coldstream now throw it on the boot, just trying to get it out of their back line. They've done well from starting right in their back line to now coming out to the wing or to at least centre. Now throws snap on the boot. It's a one-on-one contest in the forward line. Which way is it going to fall? Good attack of the ball through Heathmont and then just throws it on the boot. Really nice play there. McPherson, can she get hands? She does. Has got a big right boot but decides to hand it. She falls through hands, gets her own ball. Now throws it on the right boot and just falls short of Scotto there for Heathmont. Trying to pick it up is Mullinger. Can't get it cleanly. Two Heathmont players try to go for the same ball and tackle applied by Duke. And the umpire says I'll have ball up.
So 18 minutes gone so far. Around 2 minutes left in the second term before half-time. Just saw pink beanie just went across the screen there. That's the runner for Heathmont. It's not quite Chris Clark's shoes and bucket hat, but a good bit of class there.
You are obsessed with Chris Clark.
When are we getting down to another game is what I want to know. When are we getting down to another Vermont game? As they get it forward now. Possibly a chance for Heathmont. All wrapped up once again. It's kind of been the story today, as you said before, Scott.
Gentlemen, this has been, so far, I know we're, 3/4 of the way through the second quarter, but this game, just defensive and attacking-wise, is a real showcase of for both these teams.
It's just got that feel about that, you know what will come finals time between both these sides. Both these sides will be playing finals. That's without doubt. Throws on the boot. Can Heathmont get the score at the final? So the siren is going to sound very, very shortly if time is right by our keep, but it's a minor. So Heathmont get that additional score on the board. So 2-3-15 to Coldstream 1-1-7. Played about 19 minutes, 30 seconds, so not long. Coldstream just need a bit of composure here, which they do. Good, really nice kick, which goes out on the far side. Player push for Heathmont. Umpire says play on as it goes now in towards wing position on that far side. Coldstream sort of seem to get the run, but good tackle by Stark. She's going to get the free kick here. Just needs to play on quickly because time's ticking. Obviously, they don't have a clock, and then time's run out as we were just only a couple of seconds away from being correct there, Oscar. So that's the end of the second quarter. That's Heathmont leads 2-4-16. Coldstream responded with the opening goal in that 3-minute mark, but were held very, very well by Heathmont for the rest of that quarter. They take a score of 1-1-7. Tight game here at Coldstream in the Deakin University Women's Match of the Round Division 3 clash. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with a few scores around the ground. We've got the full deck today for all competitions after the split round last week, and we'll return shortly with all coverage continuing.
Ray or someone?
Ray loves doing women's, so I've got to get Fresh back. And BWS owes me still another women's tour. Are you jumping on now?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Deakin University Women's Match of the Round, Division 3 clash between Coldstream and Heathmont. Heathmont taking a very small lead, 2-4-16 to Coldstream. 1-1-7. Play will resume very, very shortly, but in the meantime, we'll get a few scores around the grounds, as obviously the full round 12 is underway again. In Premier Division, we've got Boronia trailing South Belgrave. Boronia 2-2-14, South Belgrave 3-2-20. Eastern Devils in the Prem leading 5-2-32 against Park Orchards 1-2-8.
Surprised with that.
Yeah, a strong score as well coming from South Croydon, 7-6-48 to Whitehorse yet to score.
South Croydon's making a statement in the home run.
They are, and that's a big, big score to start for only half a game of footy. We go into Division 1, and that one still sort of looks like a final score, but I think that can't be right. So North Ringwood and Knox tied up at 8 apiece. And that is saying final score, so I don't know if they might have started a little bit earlier, did they? Or?
I'm not sure, but I'm very surprised with North Ringwood because they've been dominating in Division 1.
I have to check if that's right. Division 2, don't have any scores for you. They are in progress, but I don't have anything for you, unfortunately.
That's frustrating.
Yes, very. In Division 3, South Croydon 2-9-21 looks to have beaten the Devils 2-1-13.
Was that an early start?
And that was an early start. That was definitely an early start. That started at 8:50, so South Croydon get the 4 points there. Frenchy Gully, after last week's performance there, leading 4-4-28 to North Ringwood 1-2-8.
That's continuing on from their run last week. Dwayne will be happy with that.
It is. Mitcham 5-5-35, leading Chernside 1 behind.
Great. Jess Grace will be happy.
It's a good result. In Division 4, Fair Park, a big score for them, 10-2-62 to Boronia, just the 1-goal 6. No further score updates from there. And Division 5, I had the early game, a big score by Norwood, 15-11, 101, defeated Templestowe 3-1-19.
Ouch.
Their big score there. Upper Ferntree Gully, they're leading 9-7-61 to the Basin 1-1-7. So big score for Norwood. They're continuing their dominating performance down there, taking them to, I think it'll be 32 points or 36 points if that's the round 10 clash. We're not far underway here. We'll have a few scores, so I'll check the scores back in sort of throughout this third quarter to get the stopwatch going as well. At least it's taking a little bit of time for people to get off the ground, so it's allowed me to start the stopwatch. I'll let you do the honours, Oscar. You're very good with the clock. You're ready to go, and we're only 3 seconds, I think, or 2 seconds behind.
Boundary.
As we go boundary side to Kate Green.
Just here with Matt Coughlin. Matt, very impressive quarter with just your attacking and defence trying to make sure that Heathmont didn't get any majors. I know it's a bit frustrating. I can see it on your face. What was the message for the girls at the halftime break?
Just probably need to be a little bit more disciplined around stoppages. Making sure that that Heathmont don't get separation from us is really important. So this quarter, making sure that we sort of minimise the damage in terms of scoreboard pressure against us, kicking against the wind so that we can give ourselves an opportunity in the last quarter to kick a score and win the game.
Well, we definitely don't underestimate you guys because you've been impressive so far this half, and we wish you all the best for the next half.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Kate. And thanks, Matt, there. So hear the fire siren in the background. It's got that very much country feel with the fire pit off to our left. The hills in the backdrop. Great ground to call from, and the sun is shining down here, which has been great to
Unfortunately,
see.
it's still freezing.
It's still freezing. There's no doubt about that, Kate, but it's been good football nonetheless, and that ball holding up in every which way now. I thought that one to the right of screen normally goes a little bit further, but that sort of sat in the breeze. As umpires, I thought he was going to call it, but happy to let it play on. Hands goes out there, could have been a throw, but Coldstream get it. Can they get
Boundary.
it forward? And just hang on 2 secs, Kate, because Coldstream are just pushing into that forward line. Oh, big tackle. Huge tackle. The coach would have loved to see that. Abby Scotto as we go boundary side.
Adam, great tackle.
Yeah, very good tackle. That's Abby, one of our under 18s, comes up, physical presence on field, and yeah, really good footy IQ. So she's been great for us this year.
You've had a very strong defensive and attacking first half. Was that the same message moving forward into this second half to the girls? Just keep up the work rate that you're doing.
Yeah, 100%. I think if you can keep that front on pressure going, it's going to cause mistakes from them. So in terms of defensive efforts, that's sort of it. But then ball movement, we want to take advantage of the breeze again this quarter, try and get a couple more goals on the board, and hopefully put a bit of doubt into their minds heading into the fourth quarter.
Well, we look forward to seeing your running game continue, and all the best for this half.
Thank you, Kate.
Morrow.
No, bad kick.
Thought we were about to have a call down there and call it alongside, because I thought it was going to go for a goal as well. Kyla Morrow picked it up. Maybe
we should lock Adam in to call games too.
Yeah. Oh, he might be a busy man, I think, this season. So it's been a great sort of contest so far. Abby Scotto as well, and on cue picks it up, throws on the boot, having a nice little purple patch. Oh, it goes through hands. Could have marked that. Frago had no one on her. Tries to lean back onto the inside. Now McPherson picks up, gets tackled, and trickles out of bounds. Like Adam was saying, Abby Scotto got that pressure about her, had the nice tackle, then into a nice bump here in front of us that probably camera wouldn't have catched, but doing all those little extra things. So again, time for Morrow, but just couldn't get it cleanly. Now it's a bit of a foot race there. Everstein trying to pick it up. Dose falls further out the back. Got the running player over in Mullinger. And the captain, can they find her? No, they go centre, which it does. A bouncing ball, got numbers around it. Heath pressure applied and put under pressure there. Throws on the boot and kicks at it. But bouncing ball, and it's going to go for a behind there. So Vasili tried to snap it and get Heathmont score.
Unfortunately, wind affected. There's one thing I've noticed that's a big difference between Heathmont and Coldstream at this point, like for the last half and part of this quarter. Heathmont always has a loose hanging out just behind, basically cleaning up that loose ball, where Coldstream doesn't. Perhaps, that might be a difference for where we see the scores at the moment.
Sends it towards the pocket. Rolls out of play again. Heathmont 2-4-16 to Coldstream 1-1-7. 4 minutes gone in the third term. Ball up from the umpire inside. Heathmont's forward 50. Coldstream trying to clear it. And a big tackle there laid, so ball up once again. Back down. And can't quite get it out. Trying to get the boot to it. Ferris. Ball comes out wide. Stark. Sophie Stark, that is. And it will go the way of Coldstream here, so players pushing back up the line now for Coldstream. Can they get something working here? So, what's is it 25?
Downfield or 25 is players
okay.
Slightly injured behind play. She's up and about now, just a poke to the eye or something similar. So it's going to be a free kick towards who's going to have it? Abby Bryan.
So Coldstream with a free kick. able to take the mark cleanly there. Looks up the line, hits the deck. Can't quite pick it up. Eventually, it's picked up by Stark, who's now wrapped up in a tackle, Ella Herman. So we'll have a ball up in front of us on the broadcast side. Able to get it to the boot there. Arnott looks ahead.
She's having a good game.
Comes off hands. So try and move this forward into the forward pocket, rolling towards the boundary line. Kept in. McPherson fends off one, keeps it inside. Coldstream trying to clear it through Underwood and rolls out of play. So it will go the way of Heathmont. Chance for the Jets to score again. They lead this contest. 6 minutes gone. So they look inbound. Good defensive mark taken there. Coldstream now look up.
That was Herman.
Good stuff from Herman there. Wheeling around is Brown. Ball comes out of bounds here. So Coldstream to bring it back in. 1-1-7 Coldstream. 2-4-16. Heathmont Jets leading in this contest as the ball comes towards the boundary side. Wheels around on the left. Rolling in front of us now. Able to get the handball away. Hamilton running forward. Tried to get the tackle on her, couldn't quite. She gets it forward. She might even chase her own kick. She does. She gets to it first, soccers it along the ground and through for a minor score here. But that was a great run.
It was a great run. I suppose she probably had just even more time to pick that up, I reckon, just to snap on. She had quick legs under her there, Katie, and just thought the soccer option was probably the better, but just, went to the left of screen. But really nice run there. Put right onto the limit of how far she was running without the bounce. But the umpire was happy to see it. So Heathmont bounce back out. Breeze playing a little bit of havoc there. Now Coldstream with the kick, a big spiral and goes to the right way of Heathmont, throws on the boot there. Now Coldstream getting numbers, snaps on the boot. Which way is it going to go for Stark? That goes totally to the right, doesn't even get the minor. That ball has definitely got its own mind today. Not falling the way of any side. And the umpire says, I'll have it right in Coldstream's forward pocket there. So I thought Sophie would have got that goal, or at least a score on the board, but just missed it, unfortunately. Rucks go at it in the contest now. Can Coldstream get it? Now falling at Stark's feet. Tries to pick it up, which she does. I really like Stark's game today. Now snap on the boot. I think that one was her sister in Sophie again. It hits the post this time. And the umpire says that's a behind. So, like Maddie Stark's game, she's been around the contest. Good pressure, good tackling pressure from her. One to consider for best on today. So get the minus score. Played 9 minutes 30 in this third quarter. Coldstream 139, Heathmont 2-4-16. So definitely got the Heathmont brand about this game in a low-scoring sort of contest. Although they have been scoring well over the last few weeks. Probably just happy to keep Coldstream away from the scoreboard, and right on cue, Maddie Stark gets the free kick on the outside 50, too far out to score, but throws it on the boot right in front there, goes through hands of Nolan for Heathmont, can't get it, tries to pick it up, gets tackled, the pressure applied, the umpire says, I'll have it.
It's definitely going to be this quarter, the quarter where people's fitness comes into play, because I've seen Heathmont beginning to just slow, not a lot, but just a little. So it's definitely a game of attrition.
Coldstream in need of a goal here. Maybe to just get a bit of momentum back their way. Ball comes out of bounds here. So a bit too wide, and it'll be Heathmont to bring it back in and try and clear the ball outside of their defensive 50. So
Pair number 7 for Heathmont down the back. She's been vice captain. She's been doing so much hard work down there and leading the backs for Heathmont really well.
brought in by Chappell. Ball rolls out of play. So it will be a ball up here, I think. And it will. So 11 minutes gone, just over here. And Heathmont leading the contest still. Able to get a mark there. Moves it on quickly to Stark for a runner.
Oh.
And they find a target inside 50 as well. Linking up really well here, Coldstream.
That
Abby
was
Bryan.
great play by Coldstream. Stark to Stark.
Yeah, the sisters worked well there, didn't they?
So Abby Braun. Chance for Coldstream to grab a bit of momentum back. Big kick. Hits the far left post and goes out of bounds on the full. It'll be brought back in by Heathmont here. So maybe just a bit of inaccuracy costing them at times. Coldstream so far in this contest as it's brought back into play. Passes the pack. Rolling ball towards the wing. Pushed out of the contest. Tried to slam it onto the boot. Did Eastham. Wrapped up. Ball up again.
You're right, Oscar. Those sort of misses in that they've had a nice little patch there in their forward half, but haven't even scored, or just the one behind, and then a few misses as well. So does it cost Coldstream? That was a good smother there for Coldstream. And Stark again picks up, just snaps it on, trying to get it forward where she can. Now Heathmont's way, bouncing ball in front, just hits feet of Marshall, so can't get clean hands. She tries to win her ball back, but Coldstream composed and kick on the boot. It's coming back though. Happy to take it on. Nice. Oh, I probably had a little bit more time, composure there, Mullinger. Just couldn't find the clean hand at the last break. Now she tries to pick it up, falls at feet there for Coldstream. Good tackling pressure. Hannah tried to hand it off. Now Heathmont back and forth contest. It could fall out over the back there for Marshall. Quick to see, kicks it off just to get it forward. She's quick on her feet. Can she get the ball back from running over the top? Doesn't have it possibly in the back free. And the umpire says, I'll have it. It is a free kick going the way of Miranda Farrago. Farrago got no one on the mark. She probably could kick it, which she does. Kicks and it goes to the right. Again, probably just that composure that time. Had a lot more in her. Also had no one on the mark, so probably could have taken another at least 5 to 10 metres, composed herself and had a kick. But
Boundary.
A little bit rushed there as we go boundary side to Kate Green.
Heathmont's just done enough because if Coldstream gets another major, that takes them to 15. So they've still got that little bit of a buffer, but I'm thinking that Heathmont just wants to finish off this quarter with a bit more of a buffer.
I think so, Kate. The more buffer, the better leading into the last quarter against Coldstream on their home deck. And that's a free kick. Surely, umpire, thank you very much. Otherwise, I was going to go nuts for that one because Abby Rowan is leading up. Just got chopped. Her arms got totally chopped from her. Got a spare player over here, Duke, calling for it, but goes towards the centre of the ground. 2-on-1 for Heathmont there. It's going to fall in the way of Heathmont's favour in Hargraves. Now pushing it forward at any opportunity. Coldstream pick it up. Good tackle. Umpire from the centre calls it as a
high.
As a high. I don't know about that. I think the umpire closest had probably the right position for it. But umpire at centre ground says seniority takes it, and that's a free kick going towards the way of Coldstream.
Umpires have been great today.
They have.
Big call. So Coldstream to move the ball forward in desperate need of a goal here in the third term. 14 minutes or 15 now played. So chance through Hamilton for them to move it forward. High kick coming inside and mark taken here.
Sealy.
So Sealy moves it on through the middle of the ground. Couldn't quite take it there. Marshall. Ball comes down. Chasing it again is Marshall. Able to get a little toe tap onto it.
It's one of her favourite moves. She's done that a few times. She backs herself for a run.
Wheeling around was Lake.
She's had a good game so far, Marshall. Number 11 for Heathmont.
Miranda.
And wrapped up once again Ball up on the outer wing here. And trapped into the contest again. But Coldstream, they really need to get something moving here. They're trailing behind a little bit now.
And probably only got about 4 minutes to go in this third quarter, Oscar, by all accounts of our clock.
Hopefully they can get something moving and a bit of momentum into the last quarter. Would be good for them as the ball's trapped in.
Great
once
timekeeping,
again.
guys.
Well, I was going to say they probably need to think about investing in a clock somewhere along the line.
I'm interested to see how close we get it as the ball comes down.
I reckon we'll be close to spot on as Coldstream now pick it up, throw on the boot. Good mark there by Stark. Umpire says, yeah, enough of it. Throws on the boot, bouncing ball around there in front for Gunther. Can she pick it up? Yeah, she does. Throws it on the boot. Got the spare player over the back there in spring it. She just needs clean hands. She had plenty of time, but just couldn't. Again, that ball just falls away of the player. And the umpire says, I'll have it.
If Coldstream get a major this close to the end of this quarter, that swings the momentum completely their way going into the final quarter.
It always boost confidence, a goal in that in those dying few minutes. But Heathmont, we've seen them do so well down back. We know that they can hold a team to only a couple of goals throughout a game.
There goes the runner again with the pink beanie. I'm loving that.
Very happy with the pink snap around the body. That's a big kick, and the wind's helping that. Seems like bounce. Which way is it going to bounce? It's going to go over the back. Just falls at feet now. Heathmont just need to rush it through, which they do. And that ball took another ugly bounce not in Heathmont's favour, but more Coldstream's favour.
That ball, once again, going all which ways here. Around 3 minutes left in the third term.
You can tell why Heathmont has the reputation of having the best defence. Their defence have working so hard this quarter because this quarter they've been under the most pressure.
Moving it towards centre wing. Trying to collect here was Lake. Able to try and break away, but umpire says, I'll have it. So we'll have a ball up on the outer side with around 2 minutes to play.
Just ran into a wall there.
Big tackle there.
Right.
Ran into a huge wall. And it will be a ball up.
I've got to say, the mids on both sides are very evenly matched.
Slammed onto the boot. Maybe even a chance for Heathmont to score before the end of the quarter. Tackled, able to get it away. Wheeling around now. Sends it forward. Can they grab a mark?
That's McPherson again.
McPherson been everywhere. Maybe a chance now. Hands it off. Runs in. And goes a bit to the left there. The kick from Scotto. So it'll be brought back into play here by Coldstream with about a minute left to play.
It's been the quarter of behinds, guys.
It has. Underwood goes along with the kick. Off hands, rolling towards the boundary line. Able to collect and send it up towards the broadcast side wing. Can Coldstream try and get something moving? Rolling ball here. Collected now from Metlanko.
Jeez, that's a big hit off the ball.
And a huge hit there.
All I can say is ouch.
And that would have hurt for Juliana.
And that is going to go the way of Metlanko. Goes short. And there goes the siren. Right on time. So
nice work, guys.
he was spot on
perfect
there,
stuff,
Oscar.
spot on.
Oscar's our timekeeper from Future. That was right on time there. So well, that's the third quarter played out. That's Heathmont leading 2-6-18 to Coldstream 1-4-10. We're in for an absolute ripping last quarter. We knew it was going to be a tight contest, and it's lived up to expectation down here at Coldstream on Deakin University Women's Match of the Round. We'll take a short break, get a few scores for you, and come back. The final quarter. Stay tuned for what's going to be an interesting last quarter. Welcome back to Deakin University Women's Match Around Division 3 clash between Heathmont and Coldstream. Heathmont leading 2-6-18 to Coldstream 1-4-10. So nice little handy 8-point lead. Coldstream leading at least the 2 goals to get in front. As we go for scores around the ground, also in Division 3, South Croydon's had the win over the Eastern Devils. That continues to push them up the ladder. Also, big for Pantry Gully, they're leading North Ringwood, so trying to close that gap for that 4th position. If they get the win, takes them to 24 points, and percentage-wise, it'll put them above North Ringwood and put them into the 4. So it's a big result for them so far. Still to play out.
And boundary.
As we go boundary side to Kate Green.
Just here with Coldstream's Matt Coughlin. Matt, very impressed with the attacking form of your team. Unfortunately, a little bit inaccurate in front of goal, but massive positives for you moving into this final quarter.
Yeah, really happy with that quarter. I just thought we were better organised around the ball. We were able to sort of get some field territory and some good looks on goal. So I thought we were pretty unlucky not to jag a goal or 2 that quarter. Hopefully we can open the game up and, kick a couple of goals to win in this last quarter.
I think the wind played with your goal kicking that last quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like it's difficult kicking to that end of the ground. We just got to roll the dice and hope it comes out their way.
All the best for the rest of this game.
Thanks, Kate.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Matt, for your time. Again, all coaches available. Thank you. It makes the coverage much more interesting. And we're underway. We're nearly stuffed up the timekeeping. We're on timekeeping duties.
Maybe 2 seconds.
We might be 2 now. Heathmont, can they get the first score within probably the first minute? Trying to find it, McPherson. Just going to go on the right. She probably could have taken the kick there, but did the unselfish thing to pass hands. Went to Ferris, but throws it off the boot. Now Coldstream respond. McPherson probably just could have had that around her. Would have backed her in 90% of the time on that one. Bit of a foot race. Mullinger picks it up. Good hands from the captain. Now Coldstream put right under pressure straight away in this last quarter. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there's again Mullinger, last one to have it. It was like 2 games today. Brooke for Heathmont.
Boundary.
As we go boundary side to Kate Green.
Just with Adam here from coach of Heathmont.
But just give us 2 secs, Kate. So I reckon he will want to watch this one because they're right in front for a goal here.
He just said, hang on.
Yeah, Miranda Farrago takes a strong mark, only sort of 15 metres out, dead in front. Just doesn't mess around, throws on the boot, hands go up, and that's a goal.
Okay, done a bit of a Michael Jackson celebration there, so that's good.
That was just from Adam. Got to be pleased with that. Miranda Farrago, she's having a brilliant game.
It'll be good. I mean, considering we're getting married in a month and a half time, it'll be a nice household tonight. She kicked a goal. So
I didn't know that information. Sorry, guys. You kept that close to your heart, Adam.
Yeah, that's it. No favourites on this team.
Adam, very positive 3rd quarter. A little bit frustrating in the fact when you were attacking, it was mostly behinds. What was the message for this final quarter?
Yeah, I think that last quarter it was just a scrap. I think Coldstream had their opportunities. Fortunately for us, they weren't able to capitalise. But we spoke about 3/4 time. We're not going to put the cue in the rack. We're going to attack, try and win the game. We're not here to save the game. So you should have a pretty exciting quarter on our behalf when we're moving the footy.
Well, we've both considered not writing either team off because we know you want to and you're really passionate about your footy. So all the best for the rest of this game.
No worries. Thank you, Kate.
Well, it started under fire now. Coldstream get the response straight away through Casey Bartlett. Snaps on the boot and finds the nice response. I was going to say that goal by Heathmont had put Coldstream under pressure, but composure there, and they start strong. We're underway in 2 goals in under 3 minutes for this 4th quarter. So I think you can see what's going to happen. That both coaches said, play as you want and just get that score on the board. So Heathmont lead though still 2-6-24 to Coldstream 2-4-16.
9-point game.
A 9-point game. Plenty still to come in this last quarter.
Well and truly back on.
Well, we knew right from the outset that this game, there was going to be no giving up. There was going to be the case of both teams playing till they absolutely had nothing in the tank. And I think that's what we've got this final quarter.
So it's going to be a big Big finish here at Coldstream Reserve. Ball comes back up from the umpire and we're back underway. Wrapped up again. If Coldstream can just knock one back, then it's well and truly on 9 points in it, as Kate alluded to before. Wrapped up once again. Ball comes down. Good tap. And now we move forward through Arnott. Socket along the ground on this outer side. Once again, socket forward. Back there is Duke for Coldstream. Wheeling around. Handball's off, but tackled by Chappell.
Dropping the ball.
Dropping the ball, so free kick will go in the way of Hannah Chappell, the captain. She wheels around, goes up the line, finds a mark. Played on probably a bit too quickly there, Sophie Stark. But she will get the ball back there.
I have no idea what that was for.
Yeah, also left in a bit of confusion on that occasion, but nonetheless, Coldstream moving it forward. And her sister, Maddie Stark, around the footy again, wheels around, looking for Eastham. Picked off. So, Stephanie Condon has come from the under-18s.
Heathmont's under-18s have really stepped up this game.
It's been one on cue, Abby Scotto.
So they continue to work this ball forward.
As Heathmont go, just stab at the ball. It's been the way of it. Oh, Coldstream tried to respond, but it goes under her foot now. Now Heathmont throws on the boot. Which way is it going to fall? Going to go straight through the goals. A good goal there. Just trying to pick the number out. Unfortunately, it's shadow back to us.
I'll find out from the crew.
I just can't sort of see her there. We'll have to find and wait for a response from there. Sorry, missed it.
Gentlemen, number 15, Abby Scotto, our under-18s.
On cue again. So had a nice little patch there. That's a good goal by Abby. Apology, Abby, just couldn't see your number on there when you were going for goal. So another nice response, and the goals are starting to flow now in this last quarter. Just waiting for it to come in. That's played only 6 minutes 30, so still plenty of football to play. Heathmont lead 3-6-30 to Coldstream 2-4-16. Can Coldstream get the response? But Heathmont happy to take it on through run again, which we've seen throughout all of today. Now it's a bit of a foot race. Who wins out in this chase? McPherson waiting around out the back, but good tackle there through Heathmont. Trying to pick it up, falls at feet. Both players tackled. The umpire says, I'll have it. Just directly in front of us.
This has been a great game, guys.
It's been a great game and a really nice last quarter. See a few goals from both sides. Can Heathmont get another one, though, as they put more pressure on? Well taken out from the handball. Now player running over the top in Brown. Brown throws it on the boot. Sits a bit up and under in there. Oh, McPherson through hands. Now Coldstream takes it. Can they respond? Oh, big hit in the centre. Both players wanted it, but both get up to their feet. Great to see the attack on the contest. Now taking it on is Marshall. Loves a run, which she does. Kicks on the boot, but it's going to go straight back to Coldstream. She tries to take on the player, but a big tackle there through Caitlin Sharp for Heathmont, and the umpire says, I'll have it.
The pressure's really gone up a notch here.
I actually thought, they'd have run out a bit of puff, both teams, but they've seemed to have upped the intensity for this last quarter.
Coldstream moving it forward. All on her own to run. Sets it up forward. Rolling ball. Stays to the left-hand side and goes through for a minor score. So it'll be brought back into play here for Heathmont. Plays on. Looking up the ground. Trying to find a mark there. Ball will bounce perfectly there. Goes towards middle of the ground. Chance now for them to move it forward through Arnott. Once again, being good all day.
I got to say,
what a pick up by McPherson there.
I'm I'm loving McPherson for Heathmont. Just the style of her game is impressive.
Here she goes again. She might get it. No's got the boot on the right, but happy to go hands. Good running play there through Brown. Got a bit of time, probably too far out, which she kicks. Now it sits. Oh, the ball just goes back the opposite direction, but picked up on hands there. Goes to take it on, runs. Morrow kicks at goal, and it's going to go to the far side. A minor score there. That was really going to put the pressure on there.
Big opportunity there.
Oh, Kayla Morrow.
Sorry, gentlemen, the car just nearly decided to reverse into the car park where you are.
That's all right. That's as long as they toot when they're about to hit me. That's all I need to. All I need to know. It's a bad turning circle around here. I think they use this as the turning point, which isn't ideal. But anyway, we're under play. Played 9 minutes 20 into this last quarter. Wind still affecting both sides and both ways of screen, left and right. Now on the far side, still Heathmont putting the pressure on. Can they get another score? Kick off the ground. Now it only goes to as far as Herman. Herman just throws it on the boot. Now a bit of a foot race. Marshall, you know she loves to run. Can she pick it up? But I tell you who's quick is Stark. She's winning that foot race at the moment. May get the free kick for not having it. And the umpire says, yeah, that's a free kick. So Sophie Stark's free on the far, far wing. Coldstream trying to get in front. There is Browen. But Heathmont responding. Umpires found a free kick. It's going towards Heathmont. I think I didn't see the number. It might have been Ferris, I think. Yep, the number 30 there. So chipping ball goes to feet of Priya.
Heathmont's box is very much alive at the moment.
They've stepped up. It's going off behind us. So Heathmont leading 3-7-31 to Coldstream 2-5-17. This is
Just be careful,
I
gentlemen.
know, this is the turning point. So
for those watching at home, we're just having to keep an eye on our call team because they're getting reverse. Cars are reversing in on them. So, yeah, a little bit snug.
That's all right, yeah. Morrow, Kyla throws it on. Now Coldstream takes the mark. So kick on the far side, but in front is Ferris. Now can she find the options? Good looking kick over. Is it going to follow? Oh, good strong mark there for Coldstream. In the ruck there, Naomi Langway-Allen.
Moving up the ground. Couldn't quite mark it. Stark. Slammed onto the boot. Almost a bit of a torpedo action there as they move this through the middle of the ground. Coldstream. Bounce doesn't really favour Marshall. And Coldstream maybe a chance to get a goal. Chappell around it. She wraps up.
Heathmont was good to get some players back to help their one. That was 1 versus 3.
Yeah, great effort by Miranda Marshall there. Sort of had the composure, got bumped off the ball, still managed to put their tackling pressure on.
Coldstream really want something here. They really need a goal. Can they work something out? Underwood.
Both team coaches' boxes are very vocal at the moment. It's great to hear that support from the sideline.
Looks up. Couldn't quite find an option. Bartlett around it. Running away is Brown. Goes up the ground to centre wing near us. It's McPherson. Once again, she's around it everywhere as they move this one through the middle. Couldn't quite take the mark there. Duke. Ball comes down. Can they work something out? Desperation. And able to get it forward. All on her own at the back. Decides to take the mark, and she
Number
probably could have played on.
Sealy.
So good stuff from Sealy there to steady and not take the risk of playing on.
I got to say, McPherson for Heathmont has impressed. So has Stark, number 2 for Coldstream.
Chance to increase the lead, and does. Another goal for Heathmont. And they look to be almost home here at Coldstream Reserve. 13 minutes played here.
Really nice looking kick there off the boot. As soon as she kicked it, she loved it, and that's a big lead now, out to 20 points. And it seems to be the way that Heathmont sort of just have Coldstream's measure, keeping a bit low scoring again. Only the 2 goals so far. I'll be pleased with that, Heathmont. But still plenty of time.
Well, last time they met in round 5, it was a 26-point margin between Heathmont at 47 and Coldstream 21. So we could be possibly looking at a similar margin for this game.
We could indeed, Kate, as the umpire throws the ball. Goes over the top now just to kick off the ground. Bit of a foot race. Tries to pick it up there was Morrow, but just got tackled at last minute as she ducked under it. She's had a good game, Kyla, as has Alana as well. So just outside Heathmont. Heathmont still putting the pressure on Coldstream. How do they respond? Still got the couple in their forward line, pushing a few up on centre half forward for Coldstream, so haven't put as many around the ball as last time. Now Brown tries to pick it up, but puts the tackle pressure on Coldstream, trying to get it out where they can. Just couldn't find the option. The umpire says, I'll have it. As time ticks away, and Heathmont will be happy with it being held up as much as it has been in this last sort of minute or so. And I say we're going to get another ball up, which we are. Chappell tried to get it out of there for Coldstream, but couldn't. Umpire said, I'll have it. Wind still howling down here at Coldstream Reserve. Boundary side, Kate Green.
Just quickly, I think the difference between both games comes down to Heathmont's running game. I think that's what's getting them the advantage, particularly in this quarter.
I think you're right, Kate. It's been all day as well. It has not stopped, and from get-go, from first quarter to last, and still the tackling pressure on both sides as well has been elite.
So 15 minutes gone, around 5 minutes left to play here. Couldn't quite grab it cleanly, Eastham. Taken high. Free kick will go the direction of Heathmont. And it will be Mullinger to send it forward. Fell away there in the contest.
McPherson again.
McPherson around everywhere. Tapped forward to advantage. Coldstream trying to get it away, but wrapped up in a good tackle is Blythe.
It's a brilliant display of defence and attack from both teams, just really showcasing women's footy and where the standard is now.
It has been great footy all day, and it's been a really good contest. Heathmont leading.
I think also the other thing, Kate, as well, another Division 3 clash, but been great footy on both weekends from Division 3, so I don't think it probably doesn't get the credit that it should.
Absolutely, Scott. You're absolutely right. And we've both been fortunate to see 2 Saturdays of great Div 3 football.
And with sunny skies as well, Kate, so that's always a bonus.
So we'll have a ball up here.
Blake's not here to jinx us, so we're all good.
Breaking through. Kick came along the ground. Heathmont, maybe a chance to score again before this game's over. Taken high. And it will go the way of Heathmont, so maybe an opportunity for them to score again.
Maybe just a little bit of frustration creeping in on the Coldstream side.
Ferris sends it forward, wheeling around. McPherson again. Don't tell me.
She's done it again for you, Oscar.
Another one. She's 9th at the moment in the leading goal scorers tally in Div 3. And she might have even gone up to 8th by now.
2 goals this game for Rachel, and that leads the score at 6-8-42 to 2-5-17.
And takes McPherson's total for goals this season to 13.
So 3 minutes to play here at Coldstream Reserve. And it has been a great contest, and it will be Heathmont that will most likely knock off Coldstream for a second time this season, which is big heading into the finals shortly.
Well, they will meet again when finals start August 9th, because they'll be against each other in that first finals. So it'll be another great game between the 2 teams.
So they are definitely causing a problem for Coldstream. something they might want to work out before that final series comes around. Taken without it. Will go the way of Heathmont. And might even get another before the end of this contest.
I think just with Coldstream at the moment, there's some frustration creeping through, and so therefore they're just making a little
Top
bit
of the square.
Not McPherson.
Mark taken. It's McPherson again. Can she kick a third?
She's been everywhere. I think there's more than one McPherson out there.
Just a great kick to watch.
With about a minute or so to go, Rachel McPherson. She's kicked a third. And Heathmont are well and truly home here at Coldstream Reserve.
It's a great asset to have for your side. The height that Rachel delivers, obviously her athleticism around the ground we've seen today, and we've called her a number of times. She's a strong leader in the votes, I would think, as we're only seconds away probably from Siren down here at Coldstream.
14.
Is that 49?
It is 49.
Yeah, so that's a 32-point lead this time.
49 to 17, is it?
Yep, 49 to 17, 6-8, 49 to 2-5, 17. Huge result by Heathmont's defensive line to keep them only to the 2 goals in a side that generally loves to score, with goal kickers scoring 26s and 25s through the season. And there's the siren. Heathmont take the 4 points. They lead it 6-8, 49 to Coldstream 2-5, 17. We've seen a really nice response from Heathmont. A great contest between Heathmont and Coldstream down here at Coldstream. It's been a pleasure to call it, and it's been a game that we knew was going to build for excitement leading into the final series. Heathmont take the 4 points, get a nice little buffer out there. They'll be about 48 points for the Division 3 ladder, as Coldstream can still find time to work out how to beat this Heathmont Jets side. It's been a great game to call and been marvellous conditions down here.
Gentlemen, your votes for best on ground.
Look, we'd spoken in sort of that third quarter. I really liked the game of Maddie Stark for Coldstream. I also liked Abby Browan's game. I thought I'd probably go sort of with... also like Brooke Mullinger for Heathmont, but yeah, my vote probably for the 3 goes to Rachel McPherson.
Yeah, easy for me. Rachel McPherson as well, okay. 3 goals.
Cool.
I think the 3 goals is a big winner, and like I said, she was around plenty of the contest, had plenty of the ball, and was always looking for other teammates sort of running by and created some opportunities for their side and for the 4 points. Like I said, it was a great contest, and again, credit to Heathmont just in their defensive structure to hold only Coldstream to 2 goals. It's a monumental effort for them.
It is. It's incredible, and it's not that Coldstream, didn't get opportunities down forward either. They had plenty of opportunities, maybe a bit inaccurate at times.
Yeah, and you're right. Like, I think they'll be kicking themselves. There was that quarter where they just missed out and unfortunately just didn't get the result or didn't get the score. So look, we're just waiting for Rachel to step on the mic. We'll do an interview with Rachel. She'll have to put the headset on.
Gentlemen, I have Rachel McPherson, our best on ground for this round. Here she is.
Thanks, Kate. Rachel, thanks for joining us on the broadcast. Congratulations on the win. It must mean a huge result for your side and for yourself.
Yeah, it's really fun. I'm glad it's over, but it was a tough game. But yeah. What
was the message sort of going in? Obviously know that Coldstream are a strong side, obviously can score well, but for your backs to only allow 2 goals for them, it's a huge result.
Yeah, we kind of just went in as we always do, I guess. But yeah, just played our game and it worked, I guess.
And in one game we were really impressed was with your game. 3 goals, obviously a nice finish there with the 2 in the last quarter. You kicked the first in the first quarter. How did you find your game? And we were really pleased with sort of you're happy to offload the ball as well. I thought sometimes you probably could have kicked another maybe 2 goals, but you're always looking for your teammates.
Yeah, well, that was kind of mentioned to me in the first quarter because I got done for holding the ball twice, so I thought I'd give it off a bit more, and I think it paid off a bit, so yeah.
And how does that win sort of result now leading in towards finals? What's sort of been the message, and how do you sort of go leading into that finals campaign?
I guess it's the same as always. Like, it's a bit of a confidence boost, but yeah, we're going to keep fighting, I guess, and yeah, keep going as we go.
How proud are you of the girls today to be able to get it forward for you to kick those 3 goals?
Yeah, I think the mids and the backs, they worked very well together and made our job as forwards a bit easier, but yeah, we all work together really well. It's been good watching our group.
And big game against the Eastern Devils next week. What's the preparation like for that?
Same as always, I guess. It's always going to be a tough game, so we'll see how we go.
Well, thank you, Rachel. We appreciate your time and stepping onto the mic. I know the girls are all cheering you behind you, so congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
That's Rachel McPherson, Deakin University wins match around winner. The girls get around there. They'll be happy with the 4 points. And great scenes to see. She wins the Eastland player of the round. So yeah, we've enjoyed the game down here. It's been a huge day down here. Obviously got more footy to play out in reserves at the moment between Coldstream and Scoresby. Just a few scores from around the grounds once I can get this working. In Prem, we've got Eastern Devils taking a nice win, 8-6-54 over Park Orchards 3-5-23. That's a big result. South Croydon huge, 87 to Whitehorse yet to score. South Belgrave have taken a 2-point win over Boronia, 6-2-38 to Boronia 5-6-36. And we'll just go quickly to Division 2. Murrelbach got the win 85 over Beaconsfield 23. No other scores from that division just yet. And as we go, we knew what was happening in Division 3, just that one for Fentrighelli. They look like they're going to get the 4 points and close that gap. So they may also be in contention for finals now. It's a big result and a good few weeks for them over the last few. Fair Park having a nice win, 11-5-71 to Boronia 1-2-8. No other scores from that division either. And we'll go Division 5, and Norwood had the huge result of 15-11-101 to Templestowe 3-1-19. Upper Gully 9-7-61 to the Basin 1-1-7. It's been a great game, Oscar. Thanks for calling alongside me. We saw obviously what was a very tight contest for the 3 quarters where we couldn't get too many goals, and then the last quarter it opened up for Heathmont and kept Coldstream sort of to that only couple of goals.
Yeah, great to be alongside you for this one, Scott, and looking forward to next week as well.
It should be a good one. We continue our coverage later this afternoon with the men's match of the round. Kate Green, thank you very much for your assistance down boundary side, and thank you to both coaches in Adam Sullivan and Matt Coughlin.
Both coaches, Adam and Matt, would like to say thanks very much, and that they appreciate everything that we do to showcase women's footy, and thanks very much for the call for you guys.
It's not us, they're showcasing it to us really. Like I said, that Division 3 has been really enjoyable over these last few weeks. Hopefully the people that have been watching on YouTube and Facebook have enjoyed the coverage, enjoyed the footy, and that was a great contest to call. So thank you for your efforts.
Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to round 1 of finals, because both these teams are going to be up against each other. So it's going to be an epic battle. And I'm so proud of women's footy. We've come so far, and it just gets better and better every season. And I'm loving it. I feel like I'll have a cry now.
No, it does. It gets better and better. The reserves are about to get underway, so we'll end the broadcast there. Thank you to Megan Green behind the camera work. Thanks for fixing the volume issues as well. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage for Deakin University Women's Match of the Round.